What's going on, everybody? It's yours truly. It is the Resident Oni. It is DA Enigma 93. And this is the first video that I'm doing in a very long time on my YouTube channel. Straight as a video, not a stream, nothing else. Just a straight YouTube video. And I'm back for the first time in a very long time. We are going to be playing the test. Final Revelation. I started this series with one of my closest friends and the person who recommended this series in the first place with 13. And it was just too hard to do the full recording, and I actually unfortunately lost that original VOD. So I'm going to be playing this solo. This one's going to hit a little bit close to home because I know it hit a little bit close to home last time I played this game, but we're going to get through it together. We're going to finish this series completely. Or this specific one. I believe there was 2 more games that released, actually. So we're going to get into it. Let's get it on with it, guys. I'm going to actually put back up the volume to at least to 20. 20's fine, so I don't have to blow my eardrums. Let's go, guys. Before experiencing the test, Final Revelations, highly recommended that you play the prequels, the test, hypothesis rising first before venturing into this experience. We've already done that. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you played the first 2 titles, and this examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examinations left off. I would like to urge you to go play the test, followed by the test hypothesis rising now before venturing forward, and following the instructions listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the tests in the order they were meant to be taken in. Would you like to close this game now so to play the other 2? I've already played them. Alright, well then, let's continue. Now mind you, this is also the first video that I'm recording from the new setup, so let's get into it, guys. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty, and that you take your time to answer these questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered. So be sure to take your time. This is of the utmost importance. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when the darkness is all around and there's no light of day, I will come back to you so that you will never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there, your embrace. So long I've missed, my soul, my love I bear. And when every nerve has been left dead-ended, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your haven, as you rescued me from my hell. I really wish I didn't butcher that, because it sounded so nice. But hey, it is what it is. We are here now. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Choice. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We are going to find a way out of here. Why am I feeling emotions this early into the gameplay? But hey, what it is what it is. Welcome everybody to the test room. Who is our holy crap? Destiny. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I know that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you, studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still. I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotions from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you are here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wings or devil's hand. And in the end, we both will know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to miseries wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back. You may not return. Once a decision is made into your soul, 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you aren't good enough? Yes. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationship than others put into you? Relationships, yes. Friendships, no. I suck at responding, and I'm feeling like a horrible friend sometimes, to be honest with you guys. So it's kind of a 50-50 here. But I'm going to say yes. I do. Do you ever feel like your life is going nowhere? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid of your future, what your future may hold? Yes. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? No. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? Yes. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife or what that might mean for you? No, I'm a good person, so I think if there is an afterlife, honestly, that I'll be okay. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? A lot. Have you ever felt left out? Yes. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Yes, because I had low self-esteem for such a long time. Have you ever worked yourself sick? I have. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that might make it difficult for you to get sleep? I suffer from insomnia, yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? I'm not afraid, I'm just stubborn. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yes. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Yes. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? Yes. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Not really. No. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Yes. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked, even though you are certain that you already locked them? Absolutely. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? No. Life is moving actually way too fast. Do you ever feel like your life is moving too fast? Yes. Do you ever feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Quite. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? No. Would you ever consider yourself to be high maintenance? Absolutely not. I am the most simplest guy on the planet. Not simplest. I can't say on the planet, but I'm a very simple individual. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Yes. Have you ever been a bully to someone you care about? I feel like I have been, so I'm going to say yes. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? I don't have to. I'm not that hot to trot, so I've never had to really hide myself in a crowded area, you know? So I'm going to say no. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? On the highway? Does the highway count? Probably doesn't count. I mean, really, like, I don't really do anything where... I don't really go to busy places that often. I mean, I go to conventions, so I can say, no, I don't. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? No, I love being around people that I care about. Does making phone calls make you uncomfortable? No. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? No, because there's always a way to go about things, so I've never had that issue. Do you feel uncomfortable when communicating to definitive plans for the future? Committing. I said no. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to stay motivated? Yes. Do you ever fear that you're failing those who care about you the most? All the time. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? No. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Kinda, yeah. To be honest, I am. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes. If I told you that I can guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? With technology of today, yes. Well, based on the answers you provided for me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say your name starts with an F. With an M, doesn't it? I said F. M. No. Nope. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Besides, all of you humans look alike to me anyhow. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, man. That was good. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? Yes, I love animals more than people, to be honest with you guys. I'm not to be mean, but I do. Do you sometimes believe that your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? No. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes, I have. I'm going to have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest with for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind's pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art and let me into your precious heart. For starters, what emotions do you feel present in the picture? Numbness. I don't feel anything with it. What word would you feel? Trapped. Trapped. What do you think this picture is called? Very interesting. Moving on. Chaos. If I get quiet, it's because I'm going into like a little bit. I'm just like my brain's analyzing, and so I'm just letting you guys know now. I don't feel anything with this one. It's the light that's calling me to that one. And this here. How many of these? Okay. I don't feel anything with this one. I mean, maybe like if... you know, I like this one, actually. I felt numb at first because I didn't really have a feeling towards it, but honestly, if I had to, like, really feel something towards it, I'd feel joy, because, like, the brighter colors kind of bring a little bit of a joy to it, you know? Prismatic. Makes me think of prisms, makes me think of shapes, you know? Mind's Eye, I like that name. Okay. Oh, God. Chaos. Makes me think of destruction, and like something's destroyed. Planetary. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, forming Earth. Because of the way that the Earth was formed. Chaos. This one's chaotic. Fury. Yeah. It looks like an eyeball. Monitoring. Makes me think of Brother Eye, so that's why I said Matrix, that one. Now this one. Okay. What emotions do you feel is most present in this picture? Maybe relaxation, because it's kind of a relaxing photo, you know. It kind of gives an oceanic vibe to it, like you see like the sunset setting right there, and like in the reflection of the water. Yeah. Endless Sea. I like that one. Broken. Chaotic. Melting. Like a sludge. Yeah, sludgy. How many of these photos am I going through? Okay. I like this one. I like this one. This one actually looks kind of nice. Like a wave, you know? Wave-esque, yeah. Um, last one. Here we go. Looks like a heart there, so it's kind of joyful. Yeah, more like music. We'll call it music because it's looks like more like music notes and stuff like that integrated within. You answered, have all been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths you have yet to be met, that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. Let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. This next set of questions will test your conscience more. And again, your honesty, I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase a present around the holidays, so you decide to spend the $1 to get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot. But it's someone who you don't really get along with and just bought the present to be out of moral obligation. But they plan to keep the money all to themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does that make you feel? Indifferent. Because unfortunately that's how this world is. We have people who are like the type to give back and show and help their family members, and you have those who don't. At the end of the day, it's kind of the luck of the draw, you know. And what would you wish to do in the situation? Nothing. There's nothing I can do. I can't change people. If the roles were reversed and you were given the winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yeah, I would. That's just who I am. Now you're walking through the forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money lies a bloodstained note with only one word written on it. The note says, "Don't." How does that make you feel? Scared? There's blood everywhere. I would call the police and let them know about the suitcase. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would you change your decision at all? No, because it's not mine. It's not mine, so why would I? And appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep and tells you he has a special one-time offer for you. He'll let you choose one of 3 glorious bargains. Scared? Why wouldn't I be scared? Why would I feel anything other than scared? Makes me more scared. He dragged me to hell. In a second, you feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the moment, unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on and tells you the offers in exchange. You strike a bargain. Which of these? I wouldn't sell it. No. Different. I may be the resident Oni, but I'm not that kind of person, you know? It's just not me. Civilization. All right, here we go. Next one. Civilization is about to come to the end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know becomes gravely ill and turns, except for 5 of your closest friends and family. How does that make you feel? I don't want the world to end. I love the world that I live. I mean, yes, we live in a world of chaos, but I genuinely love my life and the world that I live in. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Absolutely. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important, incredibly lucrative position. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago just got promoted to the position that you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position that he had to promote the other employee as a favor for a friend. How does that make you feel? Angry. Betrayed. Betrayed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't properly reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do with this situation? Quit my job and look for an employer, because I have that mentality where if you're gonna screw me out of a position, then after you already promised me it, then honestly it's not worth it to me to stay within your employment. So that's what I would do. I would quit and look for a new job. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favorite of someone more deserving, would you accept the position? No. If I knew about the situation, absolutely not. I could not accept that. It's just not how I am. It's not how I was raised. You're home alone at night, cooking your food in your kitchen, and you turn and realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. I'm gonna clench my butt cheeks in panic. Yeah, they're facing here and pressed against the window, and they're making direct eye contact with you before turning around and running out into sight. Secure a protective. Because whatever's going on, I'm gonna fight whatever's coming my way. No. Alright, some potential scenarios. I'm going to ask you more simplistic answers as results. Here we go. Alright, here we go. You're not feeling all too well and you decide to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and get back to you shortly when announced the grave news. Turns out that you have contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. The illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half of a year from now, you'll be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive by a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone ever again. Just being kept alive on a machine in a vegetative state. Would you want to be kept alive in that state, or would you rather be the plug pulled? I would rather you pull the plug, because I know it would break the heart of my family and the people that I care about to see me in that kind of state, and I would not want them to suffer. Pull the plug. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Pursuing all the dreams I hadn't accomplished. So I know that I lived up to the potential that I dreamed, that I know I have. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of uncomfortable situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that it can potentially happen to you at any point in time? It motivates me to strive for a better future. Noted. You have a pet dog who you've raised since birth. 3 years have passed and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night, chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes and you still haven't seen any traces of your four-legged friend until one morning you awaken to the sound of a familiar barking. You rush outside to find your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out in the front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He is named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says, "Johnny's a good dog, isn't he? I lost him while I was just a boy, about your age, but he's come back. Johnny has come back and we're together again." Oh, that's heartbreaking. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia and recently brought on by stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog, Johnny, is his dog from his childhood, come back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and very well looked after. You know that telling this old man that this really isn't his dog and that it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you? Or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily and play with him, go for walks? I'd let the old man keep him. Because if knowing the situation that I know, I couldn't do that to somebody. Yes, it does. It breaks my heart. Can you imagine yourself in that old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone and potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now, let's also say that you were given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you are bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant and make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future and potentially save the lives of others in the process. Or you can choose to spend the rest of your lives in spirit, as a spirit among your still living family and friends, guiding them in positions and ways to make their lives better. You're bound to whichever option you choose. Either your family and friends are no longer, until either your friends are no longer, or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which would you choose? I'd want to stay with my friends and family. I know I was murdered, but my family and friends still deserve a chance to be happy, so I would want to help them. Do you think you have what it takes inside to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? Oh, absolutely. I'm annoying as I could be annoying as hell. Believe that this scenario is possible. I think anything is possible in our reality. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I'd rather somebody else choose to go after to haunt their killer. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get good rest and feel like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on your television saying, "Press play." So you oblige the note and hit the press and the play button. To reveal a message that has been left for you by all your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they have all seemed to be 20 years older than as well. They explain to you that every single day for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Due to severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours each day. When you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option to either watch this video every single day so you know what's going on and can continue progress in your life, even though you won't have any recollection of it, or you can choose to continue living the way you have been, repeating the same day over and over and over again, living in ignorant bliss. I'd rather watch the video every day, so that I know about my family, my friends, how they're doing and everything like that, and I can progress in my life, you know? I want to keep adapting and moving forward. That's how my mind goes with it. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? I would be upset. If your best friend was in the situation and would you make the video for them? Yes, I would make a video for them telling the truth, of course. I don't want to lie to people, you know? You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and reading through old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they aren't even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, it tells us of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragic, brutal way. Ooh, yowza. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the events and loss of his parents that once the trance had worn off, they repressed the memories of their parents' death, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child in for treatment and performing studies against the child's knowledge, raising the child as to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of parents and child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No. Because yes, even though I was practically an experiment, I feel as though personally they still took the time to still raise me to try to help me. So I wouldn't resent them. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance in life? Yes. You don't normally get second chances in life. No. Would you confront your parents about the article you found? I would, but I wouldn't come to them I wouldn't be hostile though. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same thing to it? Yes. Absolutely. I have one final scenario before we move on. The end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left is a post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, combing through towns, laying waste to any survivors in their past in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. In order to save a few rations they have left, they exiled you from the compound and send you off to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker stockpile to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. And now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker yourself? I'm not a selfish individual, so I would go back still. I'm like, listen, I know you kicked me out, and I know you felt I wasn't pulling my weight. I would still want to help them. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you can... No. It's not who I am. If you were to lead the new colony, would you build it based on savagery or raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Sharing and compassion. I'm a compassionate person. That's who I am. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation, they found the jackpot of food underground in the bunker, and they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal from them, or would you let them keep what they found? For the sake of my colony, that bunker is mine! Very interesting. Well, let's wrap this portion up of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there. Which would you rather? Moral dilemmas about from what I can gather. And you will answer clearly, crisp, and concise. Will you be selfish, or will your conscience, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love the most, or abandon the person, or be abandoned by... I have been. And I hate to say it this way, I have been, but I've gotten better because of it. I've grown. Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted, but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything, but feel deep personal bond with you? Strong bonds. Strong bonds are forever. was abandoned. Yeah, no. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. It's past, very past. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it to yourself, or find $20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Split it. I'd split. I'm not selfish. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? I'm not a cheater. I can never do so, and it's just not in me, so I would rather, you know. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor and live an honest life? I'm an honest individual, so that's how I am. I don't cheat in life to get ahead. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Ooh, no. Oh, God. Yeah, no, pet. I don't kill people. No. I'm sorry. Would you rather get fired from a high-paying job or have to fire your friend from a high-paying job? Shit. I'm sorry, but I'll take the L. I can't do what others. I know others would do onto me, but that's just not who I am, and that's not how I'm ever going to be, so I can't do it. I need to move this over real quick. Nope. Let's put you over here. Let's put me over here, shall we? That's bugging me now because literally I've been blocking his crown this whole time. All right. Would you rather sleep? Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's just that'd be weird. Freaking weirdos. Anyway, would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let a thousand strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers? I don't know them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is gonna be very selfish for me to say this, but I don't know you. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life, or rescue starving children from a third world country? Rescue a starving child? Would you rather be rich without family, or poor with family? Poor with family. I'm very family oriented, so. Would you rather have to steal your food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amounts of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? Serve 4 years in the military, because I served 6. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit, or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? I always thought. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life, or have sex every day in order to stay alive? That's a very hard one. Ooh. No, that's hard. Oh. I screw it. I'll be celibate. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make full recovery, or be addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? I guess I'm going to be a drinker. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in perfectly preserved, youthful body and have to watch your family and friends die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? I'd rather be 70. I'd hate to see my friends and family die before me. No, can't do it. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive, or sacrifice both your... Oh... Ooh. Sorry, guys. Love you guys. I only got one parent left, so I'm sorry. This is a hard one. Oh, the fact that I have family members and I have family members and friends who watch both watch my channel. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. I know. Um, sorry, guys. I couldn't consciously sacrifice my only parent that I have left. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Would you rather get acknowledged for the work that you didn't do or work hard for the rest of your life? But remember, I've had this one all my life, so here we go. Why not keep going? Would you rather punch... I was waiting for this question this whole game. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? I'm sorry, sister. I'm rocking your shit. Oh, God. Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? You know, there's a lot of... If this was 2021, then I would go with the memories. But the money, it can be earned again. Would you rather flip a coin for the chance... Win $20 on a coin flip? That'd be cool. You know, hey, $20. Let's go. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? I'd rather know when. I just don't know. I don't want to know how, because then that's just gonna make me spastic and be like, "Is this the time? Is this the time? Is this?" No. Would you rather be blind but be able to see crystal clear underwater, or deaf always? Make me deaf. Make me deaf. I'll take the deaf. I'll take deaf. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free, or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? I'm kind of doomed already on one of those at the moment, because I don't have the money to travel everywhere. So I guess we're sitting our asses at home. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Nope, I am doing the hot coal. Would you rather be the judge who sentences a person to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? I'd rather be the judge. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by... Hex me. Hex me. No. No, I'd rather have that. Sorry, no. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone who you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attractive? Ooh, that's hard. I'm gonna go with the second one, because you know what? You can grow an attraction to somebody. Just because you're like not remotely attracted at that time doesn't mean things won't change, you know? So I think that's the choice we're gonna go with here. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Low-paying job that you love doing. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles to get home? I'm going naked, buddy boy. All hanging out to show. I don't care. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket, or have to grab $100 It's from bucks from a public. Can I wear gloves? Can I wear gloves? And what is the condition of this toilet? These are the questions you have to think about, right? But no, I'd rather find bucks in my pocket. $5 is better. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies and never read again? I barely read as it is. I barely read. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early? I'd rather be early. I'm sorry. So here's my mentality. This is my military side coming out on this one. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. So I'd rather be 2 hours early. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? I'd rather find a dead body. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what your future holds for you? I'd rather look into the future. I'm not holding on to the past anymore. I let go of the past. All right. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? One really great friend. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose one day of your life for every time you've kissed someone? Would you rather win the lottery or lose the ticket before you can collect the money, or see your worst enemy? No, I would rather lose the ticket. I'd be more upset about that thing, but I can let it go. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? I'd rather find true love, because then they'll boost you up and push you towards your goals. You'll get one by getting the other, you know? Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? A pause button. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or boil to death in water? Horrible way to go out, but hey. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? No, I'd rather make a new friend every day. I think that's cooler. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save your life? I would rather die. I'd rather give my life for my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you care about, but they'll never find out it was you? I'd rather be hated for something I didn't do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has incurable... No! I would rather sleep with my worst enemy. Would you rather eat food you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? Give up all liquids except for water. Would you rather always listen to music on the max volume, or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? I prefer the above the lowest volume because I'm not trying to blow my eardrums. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you, or never meet your hero at all? I'd rather never meet my hero at all if I know they're going to be a dick. Would you rather never have a pet for the rest of your life, or never have a friend for the rest of your life? I'd rather never have a pet. I can't go silent. That's just how my life is. I can't do it. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life, or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will be in excruciating pain for the... No, I'd rather be I'd suffer for my family. I'd suffer my family and friends. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not done yet. For we have made it through many categories except for one. These are the final questions. These final questions will be from deep within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heart beat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from your soul, from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn all of your love. Of all your love and bathe in all your hate. That's kind of weird. Don't bathe in my hate. So one last time we sit together. We await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have. The last examination. Take your time. Do think hard. Savor every moment dearly. For when I'm finally finished with you, you will see it's all ever so clear. And here we go. All right. Choose one of these words that make you feel resonates the most in this very moment. Destructive. Inquisitive. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? No. Have you ever hurt someone who didn't deserve it? Yes, I have. And I don't want to reflect on it. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Absolutely. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? Never. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? I don't think I have. I might have in the past. No. Yes, I have. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? Have you ever broken something to spite someone that you cared about? Yes, I have. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? When I was a child, yes. When I was wrestling as a kid and shit. That's my own fault though. So, we'll say yes on that one. Have you ever had a romantic feeling for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? But never acted on. Have you ever wished the death of someone who had wronged you? Yes. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. Have you If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper would instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? No. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yeah, it's my own fault on that one. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? Yes. Do you ever regret worrying too much about things you can't control? Yes. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings others down? Yes. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel like you've been wronged? Yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decisions making too much? Sometimes, yes. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? Yes. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Yes. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? A long time ago, yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you the most? Yes. I won't lie. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're living up to your full potential? No, I don't. I don't feel like I'm living up to my full potential. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing the things you truly want? Yes. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid you would fail? Yes. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes, I have. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yes, I do. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? Yes. Do you ever feel like your friends or family like you more than you like them? No, I think it's an equal thing. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? Yes. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person? Yep. I think we all do that, though. We all do that, though. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building strong bonds with your friends? Yep. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? Yes. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? No. Do you ever place the blame on your personal failures on someone or something else? No. My own failures are my own problem and they're my own fault, and I will own up to them any day of the week. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? I have. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone who you know you shouldn't have? Yes, I have. I was married once. And I shouldn't have been. And it's my own fault. I don't blame anybody but me. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Working on it. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? When I was a kid. Have you ever required something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? No. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? All the time. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanations? Yes. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than be grateful for what you do have? Yes. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged and didn't have the courage to stand up for them? When I was younger. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? I do. That concludes the ending of your examination. In your mind, I've dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully. And now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply cannot be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seems to be evaded. To evaded even me. I was prepared to tell you your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst news to you and plant seeds of doubt in your ear. But as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. For what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return I shall share with you. This is what I see. Wow, you sure managed to paint a vivid picture here, haven't you? You can be described as a lot of things, but one major issue is that you have is blatant. You're insecure. I am. You don't easily trust people, but you don't trust in yourself. And that is the biggest flaw of all. Why? Because you're beautiful. You don't even see it, do you? You don't even understand how magnificent you truly are. If you could see yourself the way that others see you, you'd have all the confidence in the world. Every time someone says something nice to you, you make up an excuse as to why it isn't true. Every time someone says something negative about you, you take it to heart and it stings. The people who are saying nice things are not saying them to make you feel better. They're saying them because they're true. The people who talk shit are doing it not because it's accurate, but because they're even more insecure than you are. They can't handle just how bright you shine, inside and out. They can't handle how much potential you have and how much potential they lack. It burns them to the core, and they lash out at you for it. Just trust me on this. Stop doubting yourself, put the haters to rest, and live your dream life the way you know you should. You can be happy while they cry into their pillows at night. That's not your problem. You're a star. Just embrace that fact. Your secret word is loved. Remember that word. It will come in handy. If you've received an ending that you have already received before in previous examinations, remember, we didn't ask you your secret word prior to taking this test. So that should be very telling. It means something very special. If your results are the same as something you've gotten previously, we'd like you to add the phrase twin words to your next secret word in the comments. If you've received an entirely new outcome, then that means you've got multiple layers of things to work on in your journey. Or you may have an extra layer of depth in your personality. But only you know the answer to that. You've answered hundreds of questions. You've found deeper meanings. You've been enlightened, and you've helped others find enlightenment. Many people have wondered what the test truly is about. But it's simple. The answers are always so much more simple when we believe them to be. The test is about you. The reflection of your darkened screen, the reflection in your darkened screen, the one who seeks the answer, the person who seeks answers. More than being about answers, the test is more about the questions. It's about making you think. It's about encouraging you to open up and admit you are human. Just as human as everyone else. The test is about unity. The test is about compassion. The test is about bringing people together and showing the world that we are not so different after all. Look at all the secret words that have been left in the comments. Look at all of the thousands of people who are just like you. We all feel lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables. But they are most hypocritical set of variable images imaginable. I said that whole thing wrong. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And what we judge them for, too. We feel flawed because you feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing we are not is alone. You are never alone. We are flawed because we are all human. We are all scared because we are all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know not yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you'd wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us are suffering quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series has helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. We've read your comments, and others are free to do so as well. We have read about how these games have helped you. We've read about how much positivity they've spread. We've read how many people say their lives are forever changed. And I'll tell you one thing. If every one life was saved in the process of this social experiment, then it is worth conducting. And every single one of you that left a comment is a hero. By leaving comments, you help spread the message to others. You helped spread positivity and light in a very dark time for so many people, and those people have you to thank for it. There are so many people in this world who do nothing for others, and they'll continue to do nothing for others. They won't lift a finger to help others around them because they don't understand that someone is suffering just as much as they are. They're too afraid to open up about it. But not us. We're all opened up and quite opened up. We've all opened up quite a lot, haven't we? We were brave enough to answer these questions that so many people fear admitting to. We were brave enough to take a chance and leave secret words as symbols of our participation. And for that, Random Studios would like to thank you by not only placing your name in the credits at the end of this game, so the world knows of your good deeds and spreading the word of your participation, but we've also got another surprise for you. Everyone who has left a comment in on our titles and continue to do so in the future will be put into the credits of our new massive project that we've been working on. But that's not the good part. We will also be going through and selecting names from those who leave comments on all our titles and putting their names right into the actual game and storyline, whether it be a special item, a piece of lore, a character named after them, and much more. That is so cool. You've contributed your time and energy and helped others in need. We want to make sure that you are commemorated for your efforts and get the admiration you deserve. Now, as far as your secret words go, your secret words will play a pivotal role in our new project. You will plug your secret words in different parts of your journey when they are requested of you. And they will alter the game in a way uniquely. That's cool! Oh, that is so cool! Oh, I like that! That's so cool! Keep an eye on the future project, Chasing Demons, where the NPCs from all of our titles will be represented in the storyline in the world. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay. Selecting names from all the titles and everything. Okay, thank you so much for everything you've done for us and everything you continue to do for the world. We greatly appreciate your feedback and support. We read every single review and comment left for us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. A word from the developers. If any of these games have saved one life, it was worth it. Okay. This is the same thing, the same stuff again. This is amazing. This is actually really cool. I need to move my camera over again. We're going to move me over here. This is so cool, though. Like, I have been putting this game off for about a year and a half now, and I'm glad I didn't anymore, and I ballsed up and pretty much did it. It took a lot of guts for me to do this, finally. And mental preparation. Hey, we would also like to give a special shout out to Markiplier and his community for supporting us through our other titles. There you go. Awesome. I guess we're going to be trying out the testing chamber. Okay. I love what they've done with this, and this is actually absolutely phenomenal. Loved is the secret word. And I'm actually going to write it down. dropped my pen. She loves me. Don't do this. She loves me not. She loves me. Please, I beg of you. She loves me not. Yeah. She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choose take its toll. And let her and in her cell may she rot. I would like to also give a spell. Okay, this is just a repeat of that. In space with Markiplier, though. See, this goes to show how long it's been since I actually did this video. Special shout out to all these people here, to the developing team. Okay, other games and everything like that. Art of the Dad Joke, I have that one. The Testing Chamber, I have that one. I had the Advisor. I have all these. I don't have the Horoscope. I might have to check out this one. All right. Yep, I did all these. I can't wait. We made a list of games that we have supported on our projects along the way. Would you like to see them now? No. Another time. But that was... We did it, guys. We finally finished the game. That was the test final revelation. It took us forever to get here, but we finally got here. I want to thank you all for joining me. As always, I am your resident Oni. I am DA Enigma 93. I'm signing off. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later, guys.